All right, so you've heard that report. It's not the first time, at least according to the DTI, it's not the first time that this at least has been issued by the EU. This happened in 2017 and also in 2020. What makes it different this time, and how much do we stand to lose if the GSP agreement is not renewed or revoked?
Well, yeah, I think what makes it different now is with the election coming up, it in a sense puts a threshold out in front of the European Union to perhaps make a final decision on this. I think from an economic point of view, what it illustrates is that the risks, if you will, to global trade, both for imports and exports, has become so multidimensional over the last 3 or 4, 5 years. If you think about it starting, say, with the U.S.-China trade war and then leading to the pandemic and the supply chain disruptions that resulted from that, and then the political considerations such as coming with these announcements from the EU. I think it's going to be increasingly important in the coming months, coming years, to simply make sure that there's a very diversified diversified market out there for exports, diversified sources for imports, and to be able to manage these multidimensional risks that is much broader than what I think many people might have imagined, again, say before 5 years ago or so.
And yes, Steve, we're talking about 6,000 plus products here from the Philippines being affected by these trade perks if they do get to be canceled. How how much of a downside is this to our post-pandemic recovery?
Well, it's a modest downside risk. I think that's perhaps the best way to say it. The European Union is the 4th largest trading bloc with the Philippines, after the U.S. and China and Japan. So it's not the biggest bloc, but something short of about 10% of total trade is accounted for by trade with the European Union. So it's meaningful in terms of trade and certainly meaningful in terms of employment. And when you look at some of the major commodities that are exported, largely agricultural products, but increasingly some manufactured products as well. I mean, that's very, very important for both income and employment in the Philippines. So it's not something that can be ignored by any means.